Hi everyone, it's Bitcoin from the Big Chubowski. In this second round of the week, I'm fighting a guy called Narfink from the guild Rebel Force Tatooine. He's got a good lifetime score, tends to go very offense heavy, and if I look at the speeds, usually I don't even compare the profiles because I'm not too bothered after doing some quick checks on the meta characters. Darth Revan doesn't look particularly fast, but then Bastilla here at 319 is I think faster than mine. And then Thrawn over here, bottom right, character on the third row, 283. So that's really fast. So then I did run a compare actually, as I was pretty curious. And I'll show you here what he's got. So he's got 12 more Zetas than me, which is quite a gap. I've got some more Gear 13. But if you look at the mods, so he's literally got, and I'm missing a couple because of TB, it's a bit of a mess at the moment. But even then he has at least 20% more mods than I do, which is a pretty crazy number. So I reached out to him and I was like, wow, impressive account and good job on sort of whaling correctly. As if I were a whale, if I would spend on a game, then I would definitely spend on mods, as I think mods win the game. But he said he hasn't spent anything, which okay, he's got 6 mil GP, but mods have been around for just about the same amount of time that we were in the game. So either he's buying 100 crystal refreshes and not getting something else, or he did spend money on crystals so that he could buy the 100 energy refreshes. There's just no other way to get that many more mods without spending money. It's just not feasible. So yeah, first opponent in a very long time I think that outmods me, and not just slightly but very heavily, so that should make for a very interesting match. Not much else to say about his roster. He's got Supreme Leader Kylo. He's got a bunch of good teams, sorted by speed here anyway. I think by power shows it a little bit better. Obviously he has Jedi Knight Luke as well. Relic tiles in a bunch of interesting characters. So going at the board then, let's take a look. So he hasn't attacked, and I don't blame him because I thought I'd give him a little bit of a surprise on defense, as I've put my Supreme Leader Kylo on defense, which I haven't done the entire season. This seemed like a good time to do it because, like I said, this guy goes super offense heavy, and by going so offense heavy, he makes it a bit predictable that he's going to keep his Supreme Leader Kylo for offense. And I figured, hey, why not let you deal with the 53 banners at best that you can get out of this, but more likely about 47 banners, which immediately sets him back by 13 banners, because that's quite a bit. And then you have to deal with Grievous. He has to deal with Darth Revan, General Skywalker, my Night Sisters, and then the back, which I'm sure you will see later on, or he will see later on. In the back I've got Jedi Knight Luke with Shaq and Hermit Yoda. Wasn't quite sure about Hermit Yoda there, if I wanted to include him or not, or if I wanted to keep him with the Jedi against Grievous, but figured I'd put him on defense too. And then the Finn team on defense as well. So I went super defense heavy, and he did almost exactly what he does every time, with one exception. So the Padme team is here, the Grievous team, nothing too powerful. But then he put Jedi Knight Luke on defense. Now he already had Jedi Knight Luke before Luke came back, based on his history. So he was using him on offense quite a lot, and in this case it seems like he changed it up and put Luke on defense. He did also put the Bounty Hunters and First Order teams on defense in the past quite a lot. But Luke, that's a first, which throws off my plans a little bit, as I had planned to use my Jedi against Padme, then Emperor Palpatine and Vader against Grievous, and then do something else up north. But now that I have to deal with Luke, it's a bit different. I really have to think quite well. I can't use my Jedi training counter against the Padme team because it's too fast for me. And I don't want to get a repeat of last round where I only managed to take out GK because I didn't check the modding on Jedi Knight Anakin. If you hear any pause in the background, that's the very enthusiastic dog that's walking around. Anyway, so I have to do things a little bit different, and I might have to end up using Padme against Grievous, Jedi against Padme, and then my Jedi training potentially up against Luke. I'm not quite sure on that yet, or maybe I have to use Vader there. But those are all pretty uncomfortable matches. I don't want to do a Padme mirror match at all. So I think I'll get started with the Padme match first. And as mentioned, use my Jedi over there. It's a bit annoying without Hermit Yoda. I'm not sure that I will have enough firepower to get the kill, but I'll have to make it count and see where I can get. So I actually have to do this one with Ezra, which is, yeah, definitely not ideal. So we'll see how it goes. And if that one doesn't work out, then I am in big trouble. So when you fight this, you always want to mark Jedi Knight Anakin first. Then I'll just do a basic to lower him a bit more, which was a bit ugly. Not that great. I'm gonna do a special with Ezra here just to hit Jedi Knight Anakin again. But again, no crit. That's my savior burned. Not really what I was hoping to see. And now I load up Grandmaster Yoda. I've still got an assist with Jolee afterwards, but gonna have to be careful here. Just have to basic for now. Okay, a crit is good. That protection up is actually gonna ruin it there. That's a problem. Reason being, I was gonna spec out Jedi Knight Anakin here, but I won't be able to. So let's try and do it anyways now. Big hit. Nope, I didn't get him. But this should still kill. Alright, good. Now I can max out Grandmaster Yoda with that assist call. Steal the stealth so that he is safe. Spread out the buff so everyone has crit immunity. And then as soon as direct focus comes back, I can start focusing on Padme again. So it is certainly, without a single doubt in my mind, a lot trickier to do this without Hermit Yoda. Anyway, let's call in Ezra just to get him up a little bit. Dispel those buffs. Again, I steal these. Just basic on him for now, and there's the direct focus. Now my JKR will probably get countered sometime soon. We'll see how it goes though. I have to work down Padme the same way as I worked down Jedi Knight Anakin. Just do a basic for now. Okay, then another basic. I don't really want to waste the specials just yet. Feels a bit too soon, as Padme here still has a lot of health and protection. Don't want to do the AoE either, because C-3PO isn't stealthed. So just going to be patient. Hopefully ability block, very nice. But Ahsoka probably cleansed that. Did she? No, okay. Just had to make sure there. Just going to take her down further, very nice. Not too happy about Ezra doing a double assist, because it feeds a lot of protection up. Max Grandmaster Yoda here, and then he should be able to kill Padme with a special. There we go. And I can basically autoplay the rest. Not going to, just because I want to see if I can recover any banners, which would certainly be nicer. But that's one of the trickier fights done. So quite happy about that. Let's see if I can burn through GK sometime soon. They really like Jedi Knight Rev in this match, it seems. Not quite sure what they usually tend to go for, but either way. Let's see, spread this. I don't think I'm going to be able to recover much on the other guys, but I also don't exactly expect this to be a banner match. So I'm just going to burn through and call it a day. On this match anyway. There we go. But who knows, maybe I'm able to recover stuff. It's looking pretty good. Just gotta get the health on. Yeah, didn't think I was gonna get that. So 58, I'm happy with that. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, I figured I'd attack first for sure, because I played a bit dirty against his opponent. I think seeing our history, he just assumed that we would both keep Supreme Leader Kylo Ren on offense and sort of play a banner match, but I'm not having any of that if he outmods me this hard. So figured I'd go with this instead. So again, if I use my Emperor Palpatine against Vader as an option, I do also still have Padme and Rey Jedi Training against Luke. And I would imagine that Rey Jedi Training is able to somewhat control the Luke team, and it has quite a lot of power, but I'm a little bit concerned that I would sort of get randomly taken out, so I'm not super confident about that one. And I feel like this team should be able to get taken down by Padme. I hate this matchup with a passion, but I'll have to make that one work. The only downside is that in the back he's gonna probably have Night Sisters with that relic Talzin, which is not exactly what I was hoping to fight either, but I'll have to use my Bounty Hunters with Watt for that one. I don't really see another good way around this one that doesn't make me end up being hurt quite a lot, so yeah, gonna try out Galactic Republic. Let's see, so Padme, Ahsoka, Anakin, General Kenobi, and I have to keep R2-D2 here, I think, although, actually gotta think here, I don't really need to do that, because if I use my Rey Jedi training elsewhere, then I could just put in C-3PO, and C-3PO is definitely a bit nicer. So let's put in C-3PO instead, as there's nothing really that I need R2 for over here. Yeah, no reason to switch it up. So, let's see how this one goes. Alright, I want to start here with a Confuse on Magna, which, of course, like, there's absolutely no reason why I would land that, right? I hate that. Okay, let's see, what do I do instead? I don't want to use the protection up move just yet. Also don't want to do the stun, so I'm just gonna basic. And probably lower the stacks on B1 quite a lot here, because everything else will get dispelled anyway by B2. Okay, did I just not trigger B2? Is he missing an Omega or something? What is this? I've never seen this in my life. I'm so confused right now. I mean, no complaints from me, but that is really weird. There he is. I just got super lucky. So don't take this as a representation for how this fight is supposed to go, because it's not supposed to go like this. Anyway, I want to do a basic now because I want to clear some of the debuffs on my guys. The special doesn't really help me too much here. That makes him retaunt, obviously. Gotta be wary of Grievous here. Okay, let's see. I think I will call Padme to assist here, though I can't really gain buffs on 3 of the 4 characters, so let's do this instead. And again, I got nothing, so that kind of sucks. But now hopefully I can take out B2. Let's do the Retribution. So Anakin actually has 19 stacks here, which I think should be able to kill Grievous. I'm gonna go for it. It might cost me the match if it goes wrong, but let's try. Yes, perfect. It's always a bit of a guessing game, like how much exactly is Anakin himself gonna hit for? Is he going to crit, or what's that gonna be? But in this case, it was fine. So that's pretty good. And that's typically how you want to try to play this match anyway. I'm gonna kick here just so that Ahsoka assists and dispels Droideka and kills him. Yeah, the goal is typically to just try to get Grievous out in the open and take him out with big courage stacks. If you can't do that, the match gets really annoying because you have to get a lot of kills and you have to time them when you have protection up so that Grievous doesn't pick anyone off. So I thought for a sec maybe he tried to trick me and put a heavy team in the back, but it seemed really unlikely, to be honest, considering his offensive record is like, he's got like 4 wins for every defend. So it's like 25%, as I showed in one of my last Grand Arena strategy videos. And if you have a ratio like that, then the odds of him trying to pull something like this, they were pretty low. Yeah, like I said, he never put a Supreme Leader Kylo on defense, so strategically it was quite easy for me what to do. It really didn't take long, but practically I have to take out a lot of teams with tricky ones. But so far that's looking pretty good. So I've got CLS against Bounty Hunters, or against First Order, the Resistance against one of the other ones. I can use EP Vader with Thrawn against Luke, Bounty Hunters Watt against Night Sisters, and Traya Scion Nest against the Geos. Yeah, this guy just does the same as he always does, which is a pity. I think he leans very heavily on his mod advantage. That I mean, I already have a mod advantage on a lot of my opponents, but this guy is like a whole other level. So I guess that made him a bit complacent maybe, and stopped him from changing things up, which now I guess is biting him a bit. But it also depends, like how seriously does he take Grand Arena. Not a lot of people take it super seriously, I guess, so maybe he doesn't care super much and is okay with just frequently winning. So I think Tarkin could add quite a lot of debuffs and make Luke hit substantially less hard. TFP is pretty nice to get buff immunity and ability blocks by it. Also not too bad just to boost up Vader. I believe he's gear 9 at the moment, but I don't really want to put him in, as I think just one hit would take him out. Whereas the others, who knows, maybe they survive. Don't really have any reason to undersize. I could bring Wampa. Could be a good idea as well, just to get the days in. Yeah, let's do that maybe. Let's see, instead of TFP or Tarkin, let's do it instead of Tarkin. So I get a massive speed boost because of all the Jedi, which is pretty neat. I'm just immediately gonna go into this. I don't want Shaq to counter me, so I'm gonna crush her first. I want to kill Barriss so that she doesn't go around and dispel debuffs all the time. That would be super annoying. So ability block Luke, that's very important to land. Same with old Ben. And same with that one. So now I can kill Ezra through the crush. Just have to be mindful of one thing, which is Shaq is gonna move. So let's try and kill her. Didn't get it, not even close. Right, well, let's fracture Luke to be safe. I could do something else, but I'd really rather just fracture him because I can't stun him. And maybe this will allow me to preserve some of my buffs, etc. Or my protection, I mean. So yeah, that didn't quite work out. I'm gonna get countered here from whoever I don't stun. That's pretty annoying. Let's keep him ability blocked. Wampa smash. I can't stun him, as I already mentioned. Everyone else looking fine, so let's go to EP. Shock old Ben out. Go into Merciless. Land another ability block so I can crush here and don't get countered. So Shaq pretty durable. I might try and kill Jedi Knight Luke. What's he got? Yeah, let's try. Ooh, so close. That's a bit unfortunate though. Shaq doesn't have an ability block, but I think the offense up. Nah, it's not going to do anything. Okay. Well, let's do this instead. Shock her, hopefully, so she can't gain any more turn meter. Ability block him. Perfect. Whoops, not perfect. That's gonna make this fight turn out pretty nasty. Should have seen that one coming though. Okay, fracture. And then I'll be fine. So I could have definitely played this one better. For sure. It's actually my first time fighting a Jedi Knight Luke on defense, I think. I have to remember. But it got down in the end, so I could have changed some decisions. I'll review this one for sure and learn from it. Do it better next time. But yeah. Mostly surprised that Vader didn't take out Shaq. I don't know if he crit either, I wasn't paying attention to that. So if everything goes as planned, I should be able to one-shot this guy, which would be pretty nice. So I'll do CLS against the Bounty Hunters next. And even if he one-shots me, I think like he's gonna lose like 7 banners against Darth Revan, against General Skywalker. That was sort of the math as well. So even in a scenario that he would have put his Supreme Leader Kylo on defense, I was counting on him losing more banners on my offensive teams in the front, defensive teams in the front wall, than I would lose on his. So it's not like I'm super lucky and he could have totally screwed me over. We would have just cleared a lot less zones, but I was counting on still being able to win that one. Of course, again, you never know how it turns out, but I think I had this one under control. So I'll go with these, no reason to really change anything up. I've never fought Mando under Bosk, so that's another thing for first time. I don't mind these guys doing AoEs, that's quite alright with me. I will, however, control Mando and try to get an ability block in on, or just a straight up kill, totally welcome. Is there anyone I want to prevent from gaining some kind of turn meter? Probably not. So I'll control Boba. I don't really like the ability blocks too much. I'm okay with the burning. That's generally not too bad. Like, the resist chance is ridiculous. Come on. Don't be lame. Let's take out... I've got to go for Mando now, because Dengar is about to heal them back up. And I don't want that to happen. Though we did have the ability block, actually. So I should pay attention to those details. I'm not going to stop Bosk from taking any turns. Nope, that's not happening. So he's going to taunt. Make my life a bit harder. Everything getting resisted. So I should be able to dispel the buffs on my Han so that I don't get staggered. Let's do this. Okay, boss gone, very good. Boba should get countered out. Perfect. Stun Django, and then I can wrap it up. So probably some stuff I could have done better to get more banners, but again, I'm not seeing this as a banner match. And it feels like a bit of a chaotic match. I'm struggling a bit to keep good track of all of them, mostly because I had to kill all of the Mandalorians twice. Alright, so I should do the Night Sisters next, I think. That's probably one of the rougher matches as well. This Mother Talzin is 297 speed. That's a very speedy one. Fortunately modded for speed and not for offense, so I think if as long as she doesn't crit, and I think the crit chance is pretty low, 35%. So she's gonna crit 1 and 3. Let's see here, potency and offense. So as long as she doesn't crit, I should be okay. One thing that I do have to check is my Boba. How fast is he? 257. So I need to give Boba weapon tech first. That will make him gain, like before I give Bosk any tech. That should make him gain the 15% turn meter and push him to... should get like 37... What is that, like 37 speed or something? Then he would be 294. Which is actually, I think, just a bit too slow. Yeah, because Talzin will be 297. Let's see Asajj, because if both Asajj and Spirit go before, then I'm okay. Spirit will Asajj will definitely go first. Spirit wouldn't. What about Daka? Daka is 296, so one slower than Talzin. So Talzin would definitely go. That's a bit annoying. That might stop me from getting the full clear here. So what other options do I have? I'll probably end up going with that one because I'm fairly limited, but just trying to think twice before rushing in. I think I'll just give it a shot, to be honest. One thing I could have maybe changed is use my CLS with Watt against them, and then used like maybe Rage Jedi training against the Bounty Hunter, something else against the First Order, but that's, yeah, after the fact. Should have realized that a bit sooner. So, yeah, stupid decision. So let's try. So with, like, considering the fact that they will go first anyway, then I definitely have to put the... Although I'm thinking here, Watt is gonna go after Asajj. And if Watt puts down his weapon tech, Where's it at? It's here. I can never remember. It's here. Each enemy's turn, right? It's not your own turns as well. Never mind. Okay, then I do have to go for the weapon tech for sure. How much health does my what have? 44k. He's gonna have a rough time. But so are all of them, to be honest. Another option would be Geos, but my Geos will get melted by the Talzin, I think. So let's see how this goes. I'm not expecting a win. Depends, like, how hard Talzin hits, I suppose. So, Taunting Tech on Bosk. Weapon Tech on Boba. There she goes. Okay, nobody died. That's good. So I'm gonna ability block her so she doesn't do the group attack and everyone's at full. So that's looking good. But the fight ain't over yet. Start reducing her health. No executes yet. So many people made this mistake. Getting greedy with the execute, but you've got to get the kill there. Now she's got a lot of debuffs, so that would be a lot better timing. Putting this one on Django. Put the taunt back, and normally seen, this execute that's about to come up in a second should kill. I'm not gonna do the group attack here. I don't really need to heal, and I don't want zombie to lose her protection or my Bosk can get dispelled. So actually gonna do the rocket here, and that should certainly get me the kill, because 13 debuffs, there's no coming back from that. Awesome, so worked out quite alright. That's why I think it's important personally to get like more of a focus for Talzin on the offense and crit chance rather than trying to build a very speedy version. I'm not a huge fan of that one because it opens it up to counters like this. I guess on the other hand, a lot of people these days are counting on people using like their opponent using what for other more important teams, but I can afford to do this. And if he would have checked my history, he would see that I'm like confident with this one. So I've burned Daka twice, but I think the first time she wasn't debuffed, so we'll go for she's only got 3 debuffs. That doesn't make sense. Let's go for Spirit. No crit, so yeah, that didn't work out. It's gonna be a while to get another kill probably. That's okay though, I'll just keep burning with Django and eventually I will get there. It's not really a good reason to go for Daka next. And she will keep doing her revive thing now and stunning me, which should be pretty annoying. Let's go for Asajj. And go for Spirit. That's a kill. And there we go. 59, 58 maybe? There we go. Alright, cool. So Geo's in the back and First Order in the front here. I've got BB-8. R2 is definitely nicer against First Order, so I'm quite happy I've got him here. I could undersize. I don't see a reason to undersize, so let's just go like this. So offense down on Kylo Ren actually makes a little more sense, but there's no C-3PO. Wow, that's like, it's not even memory really, I'm not sure what to call it. It's not muscle memory, it's something, whatever. Burn here, as there shouldn't be any counters. And I will go straight for Fox. Interesting that my bow beat my Finn there. Not really ideal, but hey. Daze and stagger. Let's stagger Phasma. Swap over to bow. This one is gonna put buff immunity, so let's put that one on the tank. I've gotta look into why my bow beat my Finn there. Let's see, I'm gonna hit Phasma here to get that stagger going. Just basic for a stun. Nope, okay. Well, still a dodge, I'll take it. I could have put that on BB-8 actually, but it's fine. So this should max out my bow again. and as long as the First Order Stormtrooper is stunned, I don't mind hitting him, as he won't counter. There we go. Kylo Ren will probably take a minute. There we go. Not really a minute, I guess, because my Resistance Hero Poe just hits ridiculously hard. Finn, that is. Don't know why I always switch those up. Okay, fleet. He's got a Rebel fleet. Weird. Is that because of, like, the guild he's in or something? Or did he spend all of his guild event tokens on another fleet? I never even checked for that. Wow. Okay. So I guess he must have spent his guild event tokens on gear. Well, let's do Geo's last. Treya, Scion. I could probably, I believe he has his spy modded for speed. Because, hell yeah, I've got speed mods. Let's use them. Yeah, he does. So I could just do Treya, Scion and be okay. I'll bring Nest just for the safeguard. I don't really care about the banner too much. And since they're pretty fast, it's also kind of nice, as they're going to be heating on Treya for a little bit here. And probably one AoE from Nest and it's game over. There she goes. That's pretty sweet. 59, I'll take it. So no clue what my end score is going to be, but I think pretty damn good. Let's use my negotiator. Can probably do 4 ships. Any reason to bring any more? I don't think so, but I might as well do it. It all depends, like, if I don't hit the Millennium Falcon, for example, then I could be messed up. Could also put Rex instead of 5s, just to get that initial boost. Because all my 5s does is feed them turn meter. I'll go with this. And with 4 ships. Pretty interesting match, definitely. I was curious how it was gonna go. So if I hit Biggs, he will absolutely taunt, as he's gonna basic. So I'm gonna hit Han Solo actually, although he's gonna max too, because he's got all the rebel allies. So instead maybe I should hit... tricky one actually. Let's go for Biggs. Okay, no taunt from him. That's good. And now I can pick off Biston, which is what I was hoping to do before he stealths. As that makes the fight a lot easier. And now I can even use 5 special to take out the Millennium Falcon, potentially. We'll see. No reinforcements needed. 66. Alright, pretty cool. So, 1923. There is a 0.0% chance of my opponent beating that. So thanks for the interesting board, but yeah, advice, make sure to change it up in the future, as this, just in general, makes it pretty easy to figure out the perfect counter strategy. And the only thing that really threw me off was like Jedi Knight Luke, I guess. So that was a little bit different. But yeah, I'll show you what he does after he attacks and get back to you. So my opponent did attack and it looks like it was pretty rough for him. In the front here, he took 3 attempts on my Grievous. I was hoping that would happen because it's, with his roster, one of the trickier teams to fight. And I'm guessing he sent in his Jedi Knight Revan and that didn't quite work out. But I didn't want to count on it entirely, otherwise I could have just kept Jedi Knight Luke for offense. But I was just assuming he would one-shot that. Then I'm guessing he went up top and took 2 attempts on Darth Revan, 6 on the Night Sisters and only killed Talzin. That was also an expectation because he put his Padme on defense and all of his other counters historically were just too weak. They were all soft counters but way too risky ones and they just weren't going to work against Relic 7 Spirit. So that's nice, well, for me anyway. And then in the back, he just killed the hero Finn team. So before he only killed, the Finn veterans team. Before he only killed Finn, and then I guess the veterans blew up whatever he was sending in, and now he just cleaned it up. So I guess he's still going, but he's probably done now, as I don't think he has the firepower left to take out the last teams. Yeah, so good player, but unfortunately for him, because he always does the exact same thing, was quite easy to counter him. And looks like I'll be going to the finals then. So looking forward to that final round, and hope you all had a good one too. Good luck with your finals.